Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex here with Zach, and we're going to bring you this week's fishing report. So we got a couple things going on here in the bay and throughout the state. We're going to start off with rockfishings. That's what everybody wants to know about. So we're pretty much getting into our early summer patterns right now. It is changing pretty fast throughout the region right now. So if you're in the north side of the bay here, and you're chasing after those fish and you want to either do, chunking, live lining, or even jigging, of course we all know about that big school of fish that keeps moving around, or multiple schools of fish that keep moving around in the north side here, pretty much right outside Rockhall in the Hodges Bar. Those fish are continuing to move north as we speak. I know it's good news and bad news for some people. Some people live up there, it's closer for them, and some of us here will have to struggle and burn the fuel to get up there. But remember, that doesn't mean that's the only place you want to go or the only place you have to go. If you're around here, you can still find keeper fish and good sized fish by staying around the pretty much Bay Bridge and quote unquote like the mouth of Eastern Bay. Like this whole region here is going to have fish. Of course, it's not going to be as all thick and piled up as going up north, but if you are choosing to do either, remember, if you're staying around here, you can troll around, and we have some of these guys here. I know we've rigged them up, me and Zach here. So some of this billy bars with the double drops now with the 6-inch shads will be great for you guys to be trolling around here right now, since those fish are kind of spread out. Same thing around the sewer pipe. Follow the channel from the eastern side of the Bay Bridge down towards the mouth of Eastern Bay. Eastern Bay itself is going to be one of those areas where it's huge, but you can find fish in there. Just find your local actual points and secondary points and your drop-offs, and you will find fish there. Obviously, everything's based off the tides, but all these regions we keep talking about, there is keeper-sized fish and some beautiful fish out there. Other than that, if you move south, I know, Lindsay, you've been going south there. Plenty of fish in shallow water and around structure down there. And when we say south, we're talking about like Chesapeake Beach down south towards pretty much like the Tangier Sound, Middle Grounds, and all that. So check those out. Small jigs, 3/8 of an ounce, 1/4 ounce. Depending on how shallow you're getting, you can even go down to a 3/16 with anywhere from a 3-inch paddle tail to a 4, maybe even a 5-inch paddle tail. And of course, plenty of opportunities to get into those speckled trout right now. Water might be a little murky in some areas, depending on the rain we just had last night. But with some tide changes here in the next few days, it should clean it up. Zach, big cat fisherman.
Big cat fisherman.
What you got for us here, bud? I know you live like Patapsco area, Magothy.
Right up in Pasadena area,
yeah.
So in the Magothy. They're still doing really well in the Magothy, I will say. You're getting some good sized blue and even some channel cat up there.
Right.
20 plus inches. The one thing that seems to be working best is that cut LY, the fresh LY.
Always.
It unbeatable as far as catching this catfish goes. If you just chunk it out there, get some lead, get some fish finders, get it out there.
Is there anything specific you're looking for?
As far as depth, you want to keep your bait not necessarily on the ground. You don't want to keep it in the mud because you're not going to really do as well. But 6 to 18 inches from the bottom, keep it in
like
there.
A little dropper.
Just a little dropper. If you want to
Yeah.
use some top bottom rigs that we have here, or even tie your own, just keep it 6 to 18 inches off the bottom, and you'll be catching catfish left and right.
Right, and some other baits that I think are worth trying: the peelers. Soft crabs. I mean, we keep talking about soft crabs. It's want to be one of those things where everything bites.
I mean, even bloodworms.
Oh yeah.
If you get bloodworms out there, something's gonna bite it.
Are you catching any perch mixed in there?
A little bit of perch here and there, especially up in the Magothy. They're starting to move towards the mouth of all of those rivers. Not quite in the bay yet, but they're moving towards the bay. So probably here soon they'll be in the bay.
And some other options, I guess, if we're fishing for perch, if we don't want to use bait, we can use fish bites.
Fish bites are a really good one.
Artificials like spinner baits, right?
Sabikis are doing really well, especially fish bites on the sabikis.
Yeah.
You're killing perch out there, especially in those rivers.
There's spot mixed in with them
There's
too.
spot mixed in there.
Remember, this is a time of the year when those little actual good size bait spot will come in.
And you use those rockfish.
Oh yeah, or
those.
I mean, I even seen some of those big blue cats get aggressive enough
Yeah,
to kind of eat. Yeah,
I know that channel cat love chunked up spot.
And that's one of those things, guys. If you're fishing out there, throw a couple rods with different baits.
Try
right?
everything.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. One day they might like the LY, one day they might like the soft crabs. So who knows? But yeah, I mean, talking about perch here, we're starting to see them spread out. No, that's a big thing, which everybody's been waiting for. I know there's going to be different perspectives on different rivers. So I know there's some guys, like, for example, I was talking to people in the Severn that they said they were like fully spread out now. Like they couldn't find them just in one area, like up in the river, in the mouth. They're kind of fully in the summer pattern. But like you said, in the Magothy, they're still kind of starting to move. Yeah. I talked to a couple guys that went to Fort Smallwood, just fishing off the shoreline there, and they were doing the same thing. They were catching a few with spinners, not as hot, but they were doing a lot better throwing out far with bloodworms.
I heard the same thing at Downs Park.
Right
right on the Magothy.
And Downs Park's always a good spot to try out. I mean, I grew up fishing there, so I'm sure big pier
goes out and catch catfish.
I've caught some big perch out of there, right underneath that pier.
Even some spot too.
Oh yeah. So other than that, I guess we're gonna jump into our snakehead freshwater kind of stuff. Snakehead fishing. It's that time of the year, that magical time. They're gonna be pretty much spawning. Some of them are gonna be post spawn. Some of them are gonna be still spawning. And the fry balls. Everybody gets excited because it's the easiest way to find snakehead. You're gonna see those, kind of like boiling water, and people will automatically jump up and they're like, all right, there has to be at least one fish in there. So when you're doing that, keep in mind, if you're in a high traffic area, meaning there's a lot of people fishing, if you find fry ball, you might not be the first one to it. So there might be one fish left, maybe none. But even so, don't give up on it. I mean, spend a little bit of time. A lot of times when I do that, I'll find actual sunfish or even bass just feeding on that fry. So small little jigs, I'm talking about like panfish size stuff, like 2-inch little curly tails or little swim shats are going to be magic, since that's the size of, the little fry that they're feeding on. Small spinnerbaits and small frogs are going to be the thing. This is up to you. Be patient and stay in one fry bowl. I personally like to just move fast. More chances to find them. Other than that, I guess we're going to jump into some crabbing. Have you heard much about crabbing up your way?
I know some people are saying they're doing fairly well. I mean, a couple bushels being caught here and there.
Yeah.
But you kind of just have to get after it. You're not going to go out and just catch like crazy. Not yet.
Yeah. I've heard the same thing, especially in Magothy, Severn. You get out there and catch a half bushel of crabs, and if you put your time in.
Put in the work.
Eastern Shore, Wide River, obviously classic spot. I'll say they're doing a little bit better, but pretty much about the same. And remember, early season, we're talking about racer clams probably being a little bit of your best bait. Go to. I always like to mix it up. Chicken necks and half and half. Give them some choice. And then just for your ocean fishing. For all you guys going down to the beach this upcoming week, lots of stripers on the back bay, inlet. Surf fishing has kind of turned out to be pretty much mainly your summer species now, with some kingfish mixed in there. You can catch with fish bites. Some bluefish are still around, especially on the surf, and the sharks are here. So if you're a shark fisherman, remember, read the regulations, keep an eye on those sharks, and take them out of the water and get after them. I mean, we got plenty of bait for that too here, so come and check it out. Other than that, I think that's it for the fishing report. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.